Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. Today guys, we are working on this Fiat 500, the runner. Yeah, it's now a running car. Couldn't believe that last video, unbelievable. I was so shocked that that worked. And you knew I was shocked because of the way I was talking, the way I was reacting to it. Honestly, that was completely just one stage of nothing. It was just, it happened. And yeah, really shocked that that worked. But so thankful. Really risky buying a non-runner. And, you know, it looks like it's going to pay off for me. But not always that case. It's not always that case. So, yeah, very thankful, very lucky. I feel very blessed that that's going to be all right, hopefully. So, yeah, thanks for all the comments as well, guys. Really appreciate it. It was just a crazy moment, really, when that started. I couldn't believe that stalk thing that actually worked. I thought I'd have to get the computer out. I'd have to start getting into all the laptops and all that because I've got the laptop software for this. But no, just a few up and downs, and bang, it started. Incredible. So yeah, well chuffed. But yeah, let's crack on with this one today, guys. I want to get the front end completely stripped off. Let's have a look at the damage, all behind the bumper and all that sort of stuff. We'll crack on with that. And yeah, let's do this. So there we go. That is the front end off of this Fiat 500. And on first impressions, it does look okay. I've checked this chassis legs, they look straight. I will obviously I'll get a new slam panel, crash, and a rad pack and all that sort of stuff. And the new one, I'll just mock up to see whether or not, my fixing points line up okay. Definitely will be checking that. But, yeah, my main concern really looking over the front end is the position of the wheels. I showed you in the last video that there was the gap was different each side between the wheel and the wheel arch. And I've just measured it with a tape measure. And it's about, what is it, about 15, 20 mil out. In difference, from each side. And I think the other side's okay because when the wheel was on and, it was on the floor, the other side looked even all round the wheel and the wheel arch here. So I think the other side's okay. It's something to do with this side. There's definitely an issue this side. So I have been looking, and obviously when it comes to, it being hit, it could be the arm, it could be the lower suspension arm, which is obviously the bottom one here. It could have had a little dink, and then it could have bent it a little bit here, or you just never know. I literally cannot see anything that's visible on that at all. There's no actual visible bend or push or dent or anything on that. It could be the strut as well. You never know. It could be the strut. But you'd have thought if the strut was bent, that would have bent because it's obviously connected. So yeah, these all look okay. The track rods and the rod ends, the drop links, they're okay. There's no dents on them. They're all straight. Yeah, just it's a strange one at the minute. What do? Start changing parts? I think I'm gonna have to. I think I might start with this lower control arm, replace that. Because the trouble is, though, you never know if it's had a little slight, like, sort of push. You never really, I don't think you'll ever know, because obviously it just bent, it'll just twist the metal very slightly. You know, I'm looking for something visible and I can see it, but I just don't think it's going to be there. So, yeah, I think I'm going to start with this. I'll change that and see if that makes any difference, because once you've changed that whole sort of thing will be sort of free to move around. So the fixed point is at the bottom here, underneath there, to the hub, and then up to the strut. So yeah, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change this one. I think the other one's okay. Like I said, the gap's the same, so I don't have to touch the other side, I don't think. Got to change the pads, because the pads are a little bit low. They're not massively low. You can see that it's got, you know what I mean, it's got like probably half, but there's even less on the other side. So really, just put some fresh pads on. I'll sort out these discs, because there's got no lip whatsoever on these discs. Literally nothing. So I'll just clean them all up. I'll clean up these little pads as well. You see me struggling to get those wheels off. I had to, literally, it was a workout just getting those 4 wheels off. I had to bang them off. So I'm going to clean off all these edges and put some, and clean off the inside of the alloys, and then put some grease around all that. Just do it all, just make sure it's all done properly and all done, so that the next person hasn't got an issue getting the tyres off when it comes to changing the tyres, if they have to. So yeah, but there's another little nagging thing that's bothering me as well, and that's this wing. So yeah, this wing, you can see it's got all rust up here, and you can see there's all like rust in here. Just do that. You see that? So that is, and it's underneath there as well. You can see that it's underneath there. So that's really bothering me. And I think I'm just gonna change the wing for like 30, 40 quid or whatever it is. I just don't think I can leave it like that. I just can't. Just can't do it. So yeah, I'm going to change the wing as well, guys. I'll get one of them, hopefully get one in colour. Fingers crossed. If not, I might be able to... Do I really want to rub it down and treat it and rust protect it and all that sort of stuff? Let me see if I can find one in colour. I think that's going to probably be the quickest and best way to do it. And yeah, probably the cheapest actually. So yeah, I'm probably going to get on with that, and I'll change that as well. What else? Service. Do you know what? The actual air filter was really, really clean. Like nothing, hardly anything on it at all. So it's definitely been looked after well, I think, this one, when it comes to being serviced. It looks like a decent oil filter on there as well. So do I really want to change all that? I think it's a bit of a waste of money if I change that, really. It doesn't look like it's been done already. And whoever wants to sort of, you know, the new owner, I can just show them this video and say, look, check out the video. You can see that, yeah, it's all okay. Obviously, I'll show you when I put it back, the filter and stuff, but it's all good. I might do an oil change. On it. Let's see how far really I want to take it. So, yeah. Right, I think the best thing to do now really is to move on to the back. Let's move on to the back. I want to have a look beyond this bumper because, yeah, we've come across this before, guys, on cars, and suspiciously, very, very suspiciously, this looks like it's had a whack. So I want to get this bumper off and have a good look behind this to see what, if anything, has been damaged. So, yeah, I'll set you up and let's do this. Right, so there you go. That's the back bumper off. And, yeah, it's not that bad. This is obviously the worst part of the bumper. Underneath that ain't that bad either. Just needs a little bit of play around. I'll heat up the back. Yeah, mess about with that. Rub it all down. And then I think this needs a good paint. It's only this area, really, to be honest with you, that needs that paint. Everywhere else is all right. It's not too bad. So I'll probably just get that painted, yeah, by the painter. We shall see. Or can I tape it around there, that edge, just tape that edge off, and then just spray this part here, because it is just that top part that needs spraying. So, yeah, might be able to do that. I'll have a look. I'll have a go. I'll have a look. I'll have a look into it, see if I can do it. I don't like rattle canning anything, to be honest with you. I just don't think it's the right way to do things. And yeah, I'm definitely don't want to do it. Don't want to do. I want to make sure that it's done the correct way, the best possible way, and the way it's going to look the best. Because you know, at the end of the day, these cars have got to go to the new owner, the next owner, and I want to be sure and in myself that I'm happy sending them out. So yeah, I'll have a go of it, guys. Only because of, like I said, I can take that edge off and then just paint this part here, going across. You know, but is the paint going to match the colour? I've gone down this road before and I've regretted it. So that's why I sort of just take it to a paint shop. I've got to get this chrome piece replaced, so I'll take this off anyway, and I'll get this whole piece replaced because it's all cracked and all that sort of stuff there. So yeah, but let's have a look at the back crash bar, and as you can see, it's had a whack right there. So it's just confirmed my suspicions, really. That's exactly where that damage is on that bumper. So there you go. This crash bar needs to be replaced. So I'm going to take that off and get that changed. It ain't massive, to be honest with you. It's not a massive dent. It's nothing huge. You can see that. You can see along there. It's very, very slight, but it's, I think, possibly compromised the actual structural of the bar. And I might be overthinking it, but safety is absolute first and paramount to what I'm doing. So this has to come off and has to be changed. It's as simple as that, really. It's not really worth it, guys, is it? Look, what's a back bumper crash bar going to cost? 30 quid, 40 quid? It's just a no-brainer. I've got to do it. Everything else looks all right. All these like sort of connect, these plastic parts, these brackets, everything seems fine, absolutely fine. It's just that. So yeah, there you go. Another part that's got to be done, and changed, but it's got to be done and changed, guys. That is it. So there we go. Right. Yeah. So let's move around. I have actually had some parts delivered, and yeah, I'm going to do the oil filter, and I'm going to drop the oil out, do an oil change. I've got the brake pads. I've got the lower arm as well. I'll quickly show you that. So, yeah, new oil there. Brake pads, cabin filter as well. I've got that. And this is the new arm at the bottom. So, I'll swap that over and see if that makes any difference at all, really. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping that's what it is, and that will solve the actual position of the wheel problem. But you just never know at the minute until I start changing parts, really. But I thought if I do that first, that kind of should be. Everything else is all right. All this is in the right position. Nothing's been pushed. Nothing's been dented. I just can't see any sort of. Yeah, just can't see anything. Not unless the bushings at the back. There's like a large bush here. Not unless that's been sort of hit and then obviously moved about and destroyed. So that could be the problem. But then that's in a locked position there, so that shouldn't really. Yeah, I don't know about this, but I'm going to change it anyway. I've got it now, and yeah, move on. So I'm going to drop the oil, do the oil change. We'll do the filter. And then I'll start taking this apart at the bottom here. We'll change that, get that over, and let's carry on. So, yeah, let's do this. Right, there you go. So that's the pads done. I've cleaned them up, the discs, as I was going around on the two front ones. Obviously cleaned up this area here as well. And then I'm going to put some copper grease around this area where the actual alloy hits. Inside of the alloy wheel hits this actual disc. It just stops it from seizing. It looks like no one's really sort of had done that. So that's why, you know, it was a bit of a workout this morning trying to get these alloy wheels off. So I'll do that before they go back, definitely. So that's the actual lower control arm done underneath there. I have measured it from the disc point to this point, and it is now spot on. The measurement is exactly the same on both sides. So that's good news. Hopefully that's it. That solved it. I've put this, I've done the pads there. Again, same thing. Cleaned them all up and that sort of stuff. This is, as you can see, it's all loose. But there's a reason for that, because I want to put the slam panel on first on the front, and then I want to put that can then go to the slam panel once it's in the right position, and then I can do the bolts up. Because obviously if I do it up there, it might be wrong. Do it up there, do you know what I mean? I just don't know whereabouts. You know, I possibly could have used, you know, get the old slam panel, but it's just let's just wait for the new one to turn up, and then line the new one up, and then once I've got that, line it up, and then screw it all back together. So yeah, so that's why that's loose. But it must have had a little, ding, a little bit of a knock then. It must have. But you know, you just don't know, do you? You just really don't know. Just shows you. But this is absolutely wrecked anyway. So that would have been banged around. So needed to be changed anyway. So yeah, there you go. Right, I've done the bumper at the back, started to work on that. And done a little bit of rubbing down, just a little prep work and stuff like this. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this, because of the wing on the driver's side. So the wing on the driver's side, I just showed you a little while back. It's all rusting here and here and stuff like this. So I'm probably thinking, just take it off, just rub it all down, get this completely rubbed down, get all this surface rust off, get underneath all that, see what's going on underneath there, seal it if needs be with any sort of rust proofing stuff. Have a look on the back, see if it's going through. I don't think it is, but I don't know if it's because, see all this rubbish here, this crap that goes on the back of here. It may be kicking up from the wheel, kicking the crap up into there, and a little bit of sort of obviously water or something. It's just got into it and started to, don't know. But I need to get this off really. So I'm thinking, get the wheel arch off, get the wing off, sorry, and then just take this along with the back bumper to the paint shop, and yeah, just let them do it really, just let them sort of get that painting done of it. I don't know about the front bumper in a minute as well, so I'll have to hold off for taking anything to the paint shop until I know what's going on with the front bumper, and then once I know about that, it can all go to the paint shop. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, obviously took off the back bar as well. I showed you that, took off the back bar, and it has got a little dink here, as we know, but possibly, you know, that's probably nothing to do with the actual accident. That was probably done, and the back bumper section was probably done before the accident, prior. Reversed into a lamppost or reversed into a pole or something. Do you know what I mean? And they've just left it. So I can't really leave it. It's got to be done. So, you know, I'm going to get another one of them, get a second-hand, original second-hand part, change the bar, sort the bumper out, and then that's it. Yeah. So the back part of it, sort of, obviously, I'm happy with then, and that's what it's all about. I don't really want to be just throwing them together. I need to sort of make sure that they're absolutely spot on to the best of my ability, really. They're always going to be, it's a second-hand car. There's always going to be little battle scars around every car. that you come across. Very, very, very unlikely that you actually get one that's absolutely spot on. I've had them sometimes. As you know, I've had some really, really nice ones, but 9 times out of 10, there's the odd little bits and pieces around the car itself. So as long as you make an effort into trying to do it, then that's all really you can ask, I think. And that's what I try to do. So, but what I want to do now is I want to turn my attention to the inside, and I want to hit get these seats out, and I want to get these, good clean, good scrub, and then they can have a good sort of time to dry. Because look at these door cards, even that one there, the door cards are just absolutely filth. That one's even worse on the driver. It's just absolutely filth. So yeah, I want to get these seats out, and I'll do that. I'll set you up. Let's clean them up. Let's get the machine out, and let's go for the clean of the seats, guys, and then we'll see how we go. But yeah, time is ticking on. I've done quite a bit already today, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's all good. So I'll set you up. Let's do this. Well, that's the seats done, guys, and then they can be drying off, and just sit. I think it's going to be sunny tomorrow, to be honest with you, so I'll put them out in the sun tomorrow. But for now, they're obviously just drying off, but you can see it's not that bad in here. It's quite a good one, to be honest with you. But I'll still do the same. I'll still hoover it out, and I'll use the machine to give it a good going over, including the back seats and the bench back seats, and that'll just give them a good going over as well, which I just don't want the seats. But I wanted to quickly show you this little card, this door card here, and how bad and how dirty it is. So yeah, let me set you up, and then you can have a look at it. It might get a little bit loud, but bear with it, because you can see just how good that machine works on these upholsteries and seats and floors, and just really really does bring up the dirt. So let me set you up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So hopefully you can see obviously what it is there. I'll just set you up. So there we go. Yeah, I hope you saw that all right, because I wasn't looking at the camera when I was doing it, so hopefully you saw it. But you can tell it just pulls so much dirty water up. It's unbelievable. So yeah, I always use this machine on most of the stuff I'm doing now, because it just so much better. There's like a little mark there. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'll just keep going, and you can see a little bit of dirty water here. Just needs pulling off. Sometimes this machine it doesn't do it on the first go. You need to do it like a couple of times, but it's definitely it's definitely a tool that I've become to sort of really like and love, really, because it just does a really good job, and I'm well happy with it. So yeah, I just want to quickly show you that. I don't know if I've showed you before, but yeah, we'll go from there. But right, I'm going to carry on. I'll set you up, and let's get this inside done. Yeah. Well, there we go. That is a lot better. Yeah, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't that bad anyway, but I always like to, if I'm taking the seats out to clean them, let's just get it the underneath done as well. Still got to wrap around, obviously, all these plastics. It just looks really sort of bad, really. Like, so looks like a mechanic's been in there with all these hands and greased them all up. Do you know what I mean? So this steering wheel's probably the dirtiest thing out of the whole car, really, inside. So yeah, I've still got to do the bench, but I've run out of fluid to do it, so I'm gonna have to do that another day. But there we go. Yeah, might have to go over this again, like I said, for a second time, but it's getting there. I've done loads on this little car today, absolute loads, and the seats look really good now. But I might just go over them again, just to be on the, just to be absolutely sure that they're clean. So there we go. So I'm kind of waiting for parts now, really. Bits and pieces. I'm waiting for bits and pieces and this on this car. Still waiting for the parts for the Corsa, for the paint shop. So yeah, hopefully it will turn up. You know, I can pick them up tomorrow, and I can do this on Wednesday's midweek upload. We'll see what happens. You never know if it's going to be ready or not, but it doesn't matter. We'll move on and carry on. Yeah, so well, there we go, guys. As you can see, and as you saw, a very productive day. Got loads and loads done today. Yeah, and I'm happy with the progress. So there we go. I'm going to finish it there. Thanks very much for watching. Appreciate all the support. And don't forget, if you can give the video a thumbs up, that really does help, guys. And I'll see you on the next one.